Hello and welcome to Charter Local Edition Northwest. I'm Dana Cowley, and today we're in the state capitol in Olympia, and we're talking to your lawmakers about what they're working on for you this session. My guest today is Republican Representative Bruce Chandler. He's from the 15th District. Bruce, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you being here.
Good to have you here.
You're the ranking Republican on the Appropriations Committee, so you have our money in your hands. And with all the pressure really to spend more, how do you keep things balanced and live within the state's means?
Well, it's absolutely right that there always seems to be a good purpose for even more spending, and it's a constant challenge. But the state of Washington, I think, has a number of things enacted largely by voters, sometimes by the legislature, but most of them instituted by the voters that really do help bring some discipline to the whole process. One of them is we have a state spending limit, that our state spending can only grow in relation to population and economic growth. And so it's if the economy slows, if people are leaving the state, that's going to have to be taken into account. Mm-hmm. And we also have the most recent thing has been really we have to balance over the next 4 years, and we have a 2-year budget in the state, and of course we've always had a constitutional obligation to have it balanced within that 2-year period. Now, last year for the first time, we had a 4-year limit that it has to balance over the next 4 years. And that is proving to be, in some ways, a challenge, but it's also...
It's quite an adjustment.
It's adjusting, it's bringing a lot of discipline to the budgeting process. And it'll bring stability, because that's what we work for in the House Republican caucus is, that we have a state spending that is stable, predictable, and sustainable. We don't want to keep providing, even when it's a great idea, you don't want to go out and then not be able to fund it the second time around.
No, rolling money out is fine, but when you have to claw that money back, that's when there's hurt.
Yeah, so this is, and these things really are helped. The 4-year outlook has really helped to really demonstrate what stability is in budgeting. So.
Now, in your fiscal toolbox, shall we say,
yes.
What are some of your best tools, your most used tools?
Well, the 4-year outlook, balancing over a 4-year period is one of the best. But there's also, we have a bill to add a new tool to the toolbox, which is also has a companion in the Senate, and it would have what we call dynamic fiscal notes. I mean, we have the advantage in this state, which most states don't, but we have a state actuary, an actual actuary, one who is proficient and skilled at assessing and putting value on risk. And also we have a state economist and a state actuary. They work with the state treasurer to give us quarterly forecasts of state revenue and the caseloads and those things. All that data helps inform our decisions. But one of the things that I think that we've needed is to have a fiscal analysis looking out at what is the real impact to our constituents, to their standard of living, to the taxes they pay, to what does that mean when a policy is proposed that may have a big price tag to it. And if it's successful and it works, it may actually save money. That's a popular argument in public hearings. But under the bill that we're trying to pass this year, that would be a dynamic fiscal note, would actually lay out how whether that argument's correct or whether it's wishful thinking.
Well, Bruce, I wish you the best of luck with this session.
Well, thank you
for joining us.
It's great to visit with you again.
It's a pleasure. This is Bruce Chandler. I'm Dana Cowley, and you're watching Charter Local Edition Northwest in Olympia.